So this is 12-week-old Reagan, and about 2 weeks ago, he started busting out of his swaddle at about 3 to 4 a.m. At first, his mom would just go back in and re-swaddle him, and he'd go back to sleep. And she's like, okay, Cara, I'm gonna try this partial night option because Reagan is not yet rolling. So no going to sleep, buddy. We got videos. So she just kind of left his arms out and watched what he did. And he went back to sleep for like 20 or 30 minutes. And then she re-swaddled him. And then a few nights later, he started going 40 to 60 minutes. And then she'd re-swaddle him. And over the last few days, he's going until morning. So he's going from that 3 to 4 a.m. time all the way till morning with his arms out. So that's one option you can read about on the blog, the partial night option, if your baby isn't yet rolling. Okay, but let's say your baby is rolling. What do? Let's start with one arm out of the swaddle, because that way they only have to control one arm, yet if they roll over, they have that arm to push up with. So I'm gonna do that with Reagan now. Okay, so I swaddled Reagan up with one arm in and one arm out. And what this does is it allows him time to get used to that arm being out, and how do I control that, and what does it do? And so maybe we give him a week, maybe we give him 2 weeks, but when he's good with one arm out, then we can let both arms out, okay? Some babies, when they show signs of rolling, this is where you start. And you keep implementing everything you've learned in the newborn class and navigating months 3 and 4, and that's all they need. But what if they need more? What if you're like, Cara, that one arm out is really hard for us? Let me show you what we can do. Okay, so if your little one is struggling with this arm, let's say it's just flailing all around, what I'm gonna have you do is go to the head of the bed and just take this little arm and hold it here so it's not flopping around. Okay, so your baby feels very secure, right? This is gonna feel like, kind of like the swaddle. And maybe at first you do it until he falls asleep. And then you do it until right before he's asleep. And then you do it from fully awake and let him put himself to sleep. Again, you're using all the techniques in the newborn class and navigating months 3 and 4. But let's see. Now, you wouldn't have an O-light in his face. You'd have the sound machine on. You'd turn on the lights, all of that. I think he's going to go to sleep. Go to sleep. Okay, so you can see he did it. What I want to tell you is, if you're struggling, you saw how I just held those hands down so he felt swaddled. But then once he was asleep, I let go. Maybe you have to wait a little bit longer before letting go. The goal is each day, each nap, each night, you're just making a little more progress where he's doing it a little bit more independently. And then once he's doing that one arm good, you can do both arms out. Again, every baby is different, okay? We're not going to compare your baby to Reagan. Every baby is different. Some struggle a little more, some struggle a little less. If you're not yet to this transition, I just want to show you it doesn't have to be miserable. You have tools. Bottom line is this: we want to lay a really strong foundation, and then when little ones face hurdles like coming out of a swaddle, they can do it well. Right? Because they have that strong, healthy foundation. if you're in the midst of this, I just want to remind you, you got this. And as I always say, there's no better mama on the planet for that baby than you. No one could do it better. And if you're a daddy, there's no better daddy on the planet for that baby than you. You know I believe that.